Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the George.Daniel podcast. I am your host, George.Daniel. And before we get to our lovely guests, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Liquid Death. You guys can go get that at www.liquiddeath.com or your local convenience store. Lance, also send a new care package because we're running low. Also, if you want to, throw us a couple t-shirts over here, just some light, shout out the LD fam out there. Shout out Lance. We love you. Also send a check. Matt, how we doing?
Chilling, bro. Just chilling,
Yeah.
Same.
So we recorded a episode this week, but I don't think we're gonna be able to release that on the YouTubes. But we're probably gonna release that one on Patreon. So stay tuned for that. But it was super interesting. I want to get in front of it, I guess, before it comes out, kind of shit.
Definitely.
Like on my PR shit. But we did have an episode with my ex, not my most recent one, but my most the one that I moved in with from maybe 7 years ago, 6 years ago, something crazy. But yeah, it just got kind of spicy. So it was
it was intense.
Yeah,
Definitely worth the watch though, guys. Hit that Patreon,
But yeah, you guys can stay tuned for that episode. And speaking of another exclusive episode that you'll probably be able to, or you will be able to find on Patreon, it is with Cristian, aka Jellyy.
Hi.
So this is his second episode being here, but this is his first one being on the actual channel, which is insane. He's my best friend. He's the one who got me into all this music shit. He's the one who taught me how to DJ, which is why I suck.
Oh man.
But he's the one who he's the one who helped me connect with everyone in the scene, brought me into the Meraki family and everything. So this guy was the main catapult, the reason why I'm here. I was mainly doing this to help my bro out, promote for him, do all this shit, and now we're here.
He's really good at that.
Yeah. But yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well. Just been trying to get my physical right, trying to get mine right, and just taking some time to just enjoy myself a little bit.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, this we were talking. I mean, we've been hanging out for the past couple hours, but we were talking about all the shit that we're kind of going through, and it's so crazy, how we just fucking go day to day. Not checking in on each other, but we'll send fucking memes. Dude, I was
consistently
literally I was telling the girls that you sent me a meme and I cried. We're just I was a stupid you got this type meme, and I was like, oh shit, dude, I needed that. I was like, thank God no one is here right now, because holy shit, I'm like, why am I tearing up? And I think it was a horse or some shit, or a capybara or some bullshit, and I was
Probably
like, dude, my boy loves me, dude, man.
And I meant it.
Yeah,
I'd be sending some inspirational stuff every now and then, just to, mix it up.
And it's hella funny because we just send each other memes, and my thing is just as long as I can provide little smiles throughout your day, those are what memes are, right? It's hey dude, love you, here's a little serotonin,
here's a little joke.
Yeah.
A little jokey joke for you.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, all right, so since this is your first interview, and just try to for the people, I guess, me and you, we used to DJ at the fucking man cave.
Yes.
And we used to
just
those. Nah, it's fucking man cave, dude.
It's a man cave. Yeah. It had a dartboard. There was a TV so we could watch sports.
Hella fucking fishing rods.
Oh, so many fishing rods.
But the funniest thing was watching you DJ, and then my dumbass being I can do that, and then not being able to do that.
In what sense were you not able to do it? I mean, at first, sure, you were just going and then hitting.
No, but yeah, exactly. It's the first generic thing you do is just you just want to scratch, because all you see is 90s hip hop, these are the brains, doing that. But yeah, dude, going there every day since like 2015, 16.
Yeah, it was like 15.
Yeah, and we would always just fucking hang out, just fucking chill and smoke, and like we would hang out with Mia. Shout out Mia, she's a photographer. Go hit her up. But yeah, like it was like a weird time because we just got out of high school.
Yeah,
and we had all this influx of money without any sort of responsibility.
not
Me
at all.
and you would get so high to the point where like we would be like having fun and like trying to like shoot 3-pointers into the banger and just being like, well, that ball's gone. You know?
It was stupid because it was like also at such a weird point for like weed clubs too, to where it was very easy to just walk in and there were no minimal spending limits, so there was really no maximum spending limits.
Yeah.
So we just fork our money together and we'd get like 4 grams for an evening.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was insane. We would go up to Boulder Creek.
Yeah.
We would go to Boulder Creek and then fucking
Boulder Creek and then Cookies when it was still open. in San Jose.
This
there.
was like, dude, Matt, you were out here in
You
the
were
streets.
doing it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, this is like what 2017 when it became legal in California.
Yeah, it was like right before like the clubs were officially like 2018 was like officially like everything has gone.
That's when it all like took
Yeah.
I
place.
think you were the one who me and Mia, we went to go get our
We went to get our
together.
Rex.
Yeah.
I used to get my rec all the time too back before
Before
you just
legal.
go.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that shit was crazy. We would go to like Green Door and places like that.
I forget which one we used to go to. All everybody would go to the same one downtown.
Oh, the one in down.
Yeah,
The downtown spot. I forget. It was like
There's like no parking.
no parking. There was like
No
maybe
parking.
a 4-car parking. It shared it with like a laundromat and something else.
I forget what it was called.
I
Like
forget-
420 something like
420 medical, or I think it was.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I used to go there all the time. That was
I remember
good.
it's
It
like
was by the hookah bar.
420 evaluation.
420 evaluations, that's exactly what it
That's what
was.
it's called. 420 evaluation.
I remember like you can either carry that big ass sheet of paper
Or, like,
with you,
the-
or it was like an extra $40 to get the ID card. And the first time I did it, I was like, I'll just carry the paper. Fuck that shit.
No, because you end up using it as a tray.
Yeah, you
That's
use
the
it as a
first
tray.
thing
It literally
that you do.
it tears.
So they
it's
put it in
like
that sleeve.
gotta go and make photocopies of it, just so like when the first one fucks up from you bending it so many goddamn times, you
Yeah.
can replace it. Yeah, those are
Those
crazy
are, like,
unhinged
fucking-
times.
Dude, those are wild times, dude. Honestly, like
Best
we've
times.
lived through so many eras, and like like throughout those eras, we kind of experienced them in different ways. Obviously, Matt, you were like a little bit older. You had a job. You were able to do all these things, you know. And then with us, we were like kids who just
We
like,
didn't pay rent. We were like,
and we were just like, fuck it, let's go, you know. And it was
all of
just-
us had cars, which was a dangerous game because it was just like, who's driving this time?
Yeah.
We would go to Santa Cruz at the stupidest times. Like whoever thinks of going to Santa Cruz at 8:30 p.m. to not go to a show, it's just we were literally going to a beach that we would probably get kicked off on, but didn't fucking matter.
Yeah, those are the times, man. Honestly, like, shout out growing up. But no, yeah, like with you, like you being around and like kind of like showing like introducing me to all these people and everything. It's kind of like propelled me to do all these other things, which I'm really really grateful for. Because like honestly, like I was just a kid, like literally, like I was just hanging out with Mia or like hanging out with like the people I knew. And like you really like kind of like showed me this whole different world, even though I was going to raves, even though I was going to all these shows. Like I was doing it, but I was just paying attention to the industry side of everything.
Well, I mean, it was like industry one thing, like the actual like the content of a rave, you know, going and being like, oh, the people are sick, like the music is insane. If you know what to look for and whatnot. I'm not saying like everyone has their own taste within EDM and within all of electronic music.
Yeah.
But like just kind of seeing like that you going in and like kind of not knowing what the sets were, just like, oh man, this guy doesn't know what he likes about this yet.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of me being like, honestly, just kind of like very golden retriever mind, be like, show him the way, let's go, let's keep running. And I like you've experienced that like at festivals where I just kind of run ahead out of excitement. Yeah. So that was just kind of like, hey, I have a buddy to do this with. Let's go.
Yeah. No, it was like it's been such a trip being your friend. Because like I'd go to festivals with other homies and different crews and blah blah blah. But it wasn't I've never really experienced like what a rave fam feels like, you know? And like it was crazy for me because like what was crazy for me was mostly it wasn't even the aspect of when you guys are there. It's when you guys are like not there and still hanging out. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, like only if my like, you know, like kind of like street friends, I guess, like liked raving a little more, like we would have this is what it would have been. Yeah. Which is like, you know, it's just such a weird perspective how different how like groups always do the same thing. But in different ways, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then, so you introduced me to everyone, and then we like linked up. We did Meraki. We started Meraki, and like helped out Lex and Anthony and Brent, and Abduli when he was a part of it.
Yeah.
Also,
That was the early days with Abduli.
yeah, and we were there at what was
Score.
known as Score,
Yeah.
but now is known as something else. So sorry. But and then
And Cosmo, which is also known as something else.
Is it really?
I think it's also known as something else.
damn. But yeah, shout out Cosmos. They used to have like dirty parties there too.
Dirty parties.
Yeah. So shout out Cosmo. But yeah, it was just such a trip because it felt like I was so young and dumb, and I didn't realize what was really going on or how this thing really worked. I was just like, oh shit, we have a residency. I didn't realize that we had a residency in kind of like the shittiest place, in the city. I was just kind of like, oh, we're doing
something. Yeah, we have a spot.
Like, yeah,
It's like they needed us just as much as we needed them in a sense.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like, then like when you actually like get bigger residencies, it was just like, oh, we're just like a thing.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird at first because like once again, I'm so dumb and I'm learning every single day, But like you could only imagine the ignorance and like the dumb thought process how I was 5 years ago,
right?
Because I came in, you were already like you're a year older than me, so you were already kind of like here and there with people.
Yeah, I was doing some stuff.
Yeah, you did.
I work with Sine Wave Syndicate.
Yeah,
primarily, and they were like we had this, what is it? We had a monthly at a spot in Oakland, and that was like a crazy experience to do because I remember like just going through and being in like this such small place and not
was
really
that at Bricks?
Huh?
Was that at Bricks?
We did a few at Bricks actually, but that was like later on because they're sister bars, like they're owned by the same person. But like the shows we were primarily at 3411, and those shows I didn't realize like what a challenge they would be for us because it was in such a crazy location, like out of the way for everyone else, and just general like appeal and whatnot. There wasn't really too many other shows like house shows in general in Oakland at all. Yeah. So getting people out to the East Bay for that was definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
But I remember bringing you to some of these and just being like, all right, what like.
But even like before I was even able to go to these things, you were able to work and do like a festival, I guess. It was
it was like a Renegade festival. Yeah, too. It was sick too because I like what they had planned. I honestly had no hand in planning it. I helped.
Right, but it's kind of like it's for me. The only reason why I bring it up was because I'm going to bring up like what you kind of are stepping into right now with like kind of helping out at the Midway and doing all these things where it's just like you're not the one planning it, but you're still like a part of the bigger machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think working those events as well, it kind of put into perspective what it takes to put on a real show, a real big event.
Yeah.
And the amount of work that I saw when we did that little Renegade Festival, it was called 18 Hour, was immense. I just remember like the build up and breakdown being just so extensive. Like we were running around like ants. I literally had like a pickaxe in someone's yard, just like leveling an area so that we can fit one of our stage decorations up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how are we like, what am I doing right now? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But like crazy in like a fun, like a very fun way. Just be like,
is this happening?
Like we're actually like we're putting in some like crazy ass work right now to get like this thing to look good.
Yeah.
And so like, better focus and actually make sure I hammer correctly.
Fuck up this guy's lawn completely.
But I remember that being so much fucking fun. It was stressful and like everyone was moving around.
Right.
Like when things finally eventually broke down and stuff like that, everyone was still moving around and running like this, like it's still a full go. We need to get things like back running, but also like we need like where do we need to break down like immediately? And I was like, that was like a cool perspective into like what it takes for like smaller collectives to throw a festival. And so kind of getting bigger ones, I've gotten to work some events with midnight events. Their Give Thanks event. I was like running around the entire day with Tyler. I would work my full shift at like the ID check, and then like afterwards for breakdown. It was sick. Like it was honestly like it was like so much fun to just be like a part of like the whole rundown.
Yeah.
I've been going to concerts like my entire life.
Right.
And so to kind of be on the other end of it was just like, oh wow, like what, like cool to be a piece of it, you know?
Right. No, it's honestly been so tight. Like with our relationship, like dude, we've seen so many fucking artists, so many different genres. Like just going back to going back to 2017, 16 era. Like holy shit, dude. We would go to a show. I would go to shows like by myself. Like it was that era where I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go see Mac Miller. I'm gonna go see Travis Scott.
Yep.
You know, like I'm gonna go see fucking A$AP Rocky and Tyler and all these people by myself, you know, just because fuck it. But like you also were the one friend who was like, we both enjoyed this genre, this overencompassing like name of like electronic music.
Yeah.
But you showed me different people, you know, like you showed me who EPROM was, you showed me who Ivy Lab is, you also took me to Grizz, you know, like for my birthday, and yes, I passed out. Shout out Soph.
Shout out Jägermeister.
Yeah, shout out Jaeger, dude. We literally
What the fuck? We never like even then like it was still like we were drinking Jameson and stuff like that.
We've
and
never
just,
done.
we had
Who brought it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna blame Soph. But no, dude, like literally, like it would like that's such a like a memory of mine.
Yeah,
and it's so funny that I don't remember it because I was like asleep.
Yeah.
I was dead ass asleep for an hour, like maybe 45 minutes. You know, but at the Bill Graham loud ass speakers.
Literally in the balcony. I remember coming to find you guys and just being like, "Wow, it's nice up here."
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice. No one
place to
was
fall
there.
asleep.
Yeah, no one was there. It was just the two of us. But yeah, fucking yeah, we would go to there. Then you also took me to like we went and did Countdown.
That was right. We
Like
went with.
2
I remember
years
with
in a
your
row,
homies
right?
too, and it was like a fun like mix of personalities.
It
there.
was
and one
definitely
of the scariest fucking hotels I've ever booked.
sketchiest fucking hotel room ever. Literally Googling it, someone got murdered there 2 weeks prior or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was insane. And then it was also like a few months removed from when there was that like
San Bernardino
the
fucking
San Bernardino
shooting.
shooting. And that's what the festival was. And I was
Dude,
just like,
we're literally our hotel is right in front of the Greyhound, which is never a good sign.
You're taking the Greyhound.
Like fuck, dude. And then we were there, and like literally, we would go get ice, and like the ladies of the night would be like,
bro, they were on our level. They were on our balcony. It's like they already have their rooms booked before I booked it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was insane, dude. It was crazy, but it was so fucking tight.
I'm 21.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue.
And then
Like
like
some pretty sketchy areas too back in the days, but I don't think that bad. That's crazy.
but
Oh no, that was like
same floor as
that,
the ladies.
like that was like peak naive young adult.
Yeah, just let's
Dude,
book
we were
it.
like
Let's
18,
just like
19.
I booked it because it was a mile away from the NOS
Yeah.
Event Center, and I didn't realize what
perfect distance.
name.
Oh yeah, the
distance,
non
though.
Dude, and we were because it was only like that. This is the first year Countdown happened, I believe, and it was just a 1-day event.
Was that the first
That was
year?
the first year, yeah.
Damn, look at us. Oh, geez.
Pioneers. Yeah, so we walked back to our hotel, and I remember we were all a little fucked up, and so it was just at a point to where we were like kind of making noise. I'm like, we shouldn't draw too much attention to ourselves,
Yeah.
primarily considering
Yeah.
we don't know where the fuck we are.
Dude, yeah, we were 5 guys with no weapons and a place that you need weapons.
Yeah.
like it was
no.
so crazy.
We at least needed a fucking car. None of us were like we were all kind of broke. So
who drove me?
you drove down.
Yeah,
you took your car.
my
You took your
God.
Camry. You remember that?
Yeah, we took the Camry, dude. Oh,
remember we
Betsy,
dude,
she was my girl.
You talked about her in the last episode too, but
You remember
My baby.
stopping in
Yeah,
Santa
twice.
Barbara for lunch? We went to we were looking for like Poso was looking for like a fucking restaurant to go to.
Yeah.
And we were just like, fuck it, let's just go to Shake Shack. Like, why are we fucking? We're not gonna sit down and eat a meal. We're gonna go
Yeah.
to fucking Shake Shack.
Yeah, he wanted to go to like Outback or like BJ's or something
Yeah,
like
he
that. I'm
was
like,
trying to-
dude, we're trying to go to sleep, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, we're not trying to sit down and have like pasta. Like, we just want a burger and fries.
Yeah, that's it. And then that's literally we got our burger and fries, but we also had we're walking around with a New Amsterdam bottle, and I forget his name.
Vinny?
Yeah.
Vinny.
I remember like as soon as we finished it, we were like almost back to the car, and he just like chucked it up, and I was like, "Oh, we need to get the fuck out of here."
no.
Yeah. And it broke, right?
Yeah, it broke.
Dude, I've been a part of 2 fucking dumbasses who are just faded, right? And I love both of these guys. But Arjun and his cousin, who
Oh
threw
my God.
the Grey Goose bottle, who I think we might have told the story. But yeah, like that, we were at Deltopia, and then he threw the bottle. Literally, 30 minutes into the whole day. Like chucked it up, broke it, and then Vinny, I kind of forgot about that too.
Yeah, it was so quick. Plus, I think we had just finished it,
dude. That
so
also
there was
that
no
same
implication
trip,
for that.
That same trip, as we were driving down, they were taking dabs in the car.
Oh yeah,
Poso broke his nail.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and he was like so fucking mad. And he's like such a little baby. Like if something happens to him, it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Type shit. You know what I mean?
Suffer, yeah.
And it's just like, dude, like, and he's just like, da, da, da. And I'm like, well, it's no one's fault but yours. And you also have I have a burnt mark on my car now. Betsy's fucking branded. You know, like that's not fun.
He wasn't like no apology for the burn marks. Just like the nail. I remember that. Oh man, that was
What was it, like the banger, the glass part?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you got a super expensive one,
Like,
they're
dude,
like.
but now
not
we
that
can't
much.
dab while we're driving down by me
Find
driving
the
down.
closest smoke shop. They have them.
But we were all.
No, I know. You guys saying you're young and broke.
Yeah,
Yo, we can
literally.
afford to buy a banger.
Dude, I honestly, he lives in Los Altos. He can afford it. You know, he was that guy of the group. You know what I mean? Yeah. But no, that trip was hella funny. And then the next year we went with. Did you come with us?
No, I did not go that next year.
Oh yeah, it was Andrea and Soph and like a bunch of other people, Vinny and everyone, and like that was the first year that I DJ'd in front of them, right?
Oh, wow,
and these are like my kind of like my childhood friends, right? And yeah, it was like the first time that I DJ'd in front of them, and they were like, "What the fuck?" Like, okay, cool. Like, well, you know, you're like. You're gonna be up there one day, you know, saying all that shit, you know? And then fucking dude, like that was such a trip. Like we got there, didn't sleep, and then went to a festival, didn't sleep, and then kept doing that. And then
That was 2 days that year too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went again, right? I went 3 years in a row, dude.
Yeah,
I have
you went again
life.
because you went with like Gianna and all them the next year, didn't you?
Nah, we went twice. No.
No, I only went once. We only went once and then went.
Okay, I only went twice then.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense. I went to Hard Summer that.
Yeah, you went.
But so did you.
Right. Yes, that's right. The 30th, we both went to Hard Summer. That's where we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun Hard Summer.
That shit was so fucking tight. So fucking tight.
Still to this day, one of my favorite.
Pink
festivals.
Stage, shout out fucking Night Base, shout out. Who else was there?
Dirty Bird.
Dirty Bird. Oh yeah, Dirty Bird and Night Base. Dude, honestly, my two sides.
Yeah.
Like dead ass, like bass house and fucking like wonky little like fun little like
Funky,
you know shit. Yeah. Like literally, like honestly, if I were to, I think I tweeted that. I'm Night Base, but I'm Dirty Bird, and then like that to me is just like that was like simplifies who I am a little bit.
Yeah, that was a fun like back to back of seeing the experiences. One day being like this very like California UKG style.
Yeah,
it was like awesome. Into the Dirty Bird. Like this is back when like the barbecues were still happening consistently, and it was like it was just the normal crew, you know.
Yeah, what I really loved about it was it really gave me the first impression of what camp out was gonna be like.
Right.
And then like 2 years later we went to camp out. Maybe the next year.
I think it was the next year. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm addicted to this shit, man. Out here, dude. It's not
so much fun.
It's not kosher.
It's not a fucking phase.
But yeah, dude, and then we went to Dirty Bird. Dirty Bird the first year, was such a like pivotal.
That burp was fighting. He was like, nah, I need to get out first.
Yeah. It was very pivotal. And no, because it really kind of introduced me to it. What is so trippy about that trip was someone who's missing on this podcast is Fabian.
Fabiano.
Yeah, and shout out Fabian, aka Disc, aka Disc,
aka Disc.
Yeah. And he,
Fabian.
That's the trip that we met him and his lovely fiance, soon to be wife, Jess, and like literally like now we're fast forward to October, he's gonna be married, and we're gonna be there, you know, celebrating our boy and his lovely new family, you know,
and the start of his next journey.
Dude, it's so crazy. All the
chapter.
Yeah,
the next chapter. I'm so excited for them. That's gonna be a fun ass wedding,
dude. It's so yeah. That's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna sell tickets, so link in bio.
Yeah,
we gotta.
It's gonna be great. There's gonna be screens. There's gonna be lights.
It's gonna be in San
Diego. Lasers. So many lasers. He loves lasers.
He's gonna start selling tickets to his wedding underground.
No, but like, well, I mean, honestly, we're gonna be in San Diego. We may stay an extendo trip. You know, the wedding's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You never know.
That's easy.
Also, we've been to San Diego. I'm not gonna lie. We have some connects.
Oh yeah, we do.
And
we
also,
do.
yeah, and then also I made some new friends, and they're kind of cool, and they're from San Diego.
Hey, I like San Diego friends.
So it's just like, there might be some things. It's in October, so all the LA homies who are out there, maybe we can work together. I know a couple of you guys watch, so stay tuned. Like,
pay attention.
Yeah,
we're coming down to you.
Link and build. But
big things coming.
But yeah, it's just so trippy now that we're at that age where like our friends are getting married. Our friends have been getting married, right? But like those were always kind of like our older friends, the friends who were already 30. But Fabian's younger than us.
Yep. I think he's younger than me. He's older than you, isn't he? Or is he younger than you too?
I think he's 26, right? But like
just turned 27.
Oh, well then he's older than me. Yeah. But anyways, and then like it's just dude, that's such a trip. But also like what he's been doing with like all of his fucking light shit,
all of his
light shit. Like it's undermined him so bad. He does so much.
All his work as a production manager.
Yeah, dude, like literally.
Stupid.
All of his, his little gadgets and shit. But like it was just so interesting to just like watch him like kind of progress with us, and fucking surpass us so fucking fast, like so hard. Like he was already
he was industry. Like he was already he worked within the industry.
Also, he's not in the industry. He's not him.
He's not in the same industry.
Yeah, exactly. Production is not music. So like he's really able to like kind of work with the midways, the temples, the this, the that, and do everything. But yeah, dude, like it's just so interesting. I want to get him on because like production in all of this is so important. Like you can like we talk about Matt being so
we love you, Matt.
Pivotable and in this podcast, but like it's like the production side of everything. There's a whole other thing, I just like again the artist is like maybe like a 10% of the entire show. And yeah, it's so important to like get those stories out. And also he worked so hard and went to school for this shit and all this other crap and like blah blah blah.
He works at the dude works at like 110% all the time.
Yeah, that's also a problem.
Yeah, no, he burns the candle at 6 ends.
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. Like he just goes. I don't understand how.
It's the Energizer Bunny. It's insane.
Yeah. But he's also out. Maybe that's why he's getting married, and we're out here fucking single and sad. So there's
man's mad focused.
Yeah, maybe there's something to it. But with that said, fucking Cristian, I've been watching some shit lately, and the things that I've been watching are like really weird documentaries, kind of scary documentaries. Not really scary, but a lot of murder.
It's very unlike you.
But the one that caught my eye was the Bernie Madoff one. That fool is a scam of scams, dude. I didn't understand. I've always heard of the Bernie Madoff guy.
I guess that's where I'm at like right now. I've only ever heard his name, never knew his crime. Kind of knew it was like a rich money type thing. He was like more than just the mob. He elevated through government. Like he was on the board of board of directors.
No, like the stock market exchange. He was like on that board or whatever the fuck, whatever that is.
Chair of NASDAQ.
There we go. Yeah, he was that. He made it to all that, right? So he had two businesses essentially, but one for the longest wasn't registered. And then he had a really public one that did really well and did all this other stuff and blah blah blah. But what he did was he had like his both companies in the same building, one on the 19th floor and the other one on the 17th floor or something like that. And like it was just so like the drastic difference where like the upstairs one is all manicured perfect, everything was silver and black, everything was very like pristine.
Right.
And then on and downstairs, because everything is a scam, all they're doing is printing out like fake documents and all this other shit, and like and
chaos,
just chaos, and then they'll rough up paper.
So the top floor is like a front for like the meetings. And
yeah,
stuff
exactly.
Like
and like he's they're literally when like every time like he got pinched, right? Like twice prior to when like it finally came down, and they literally came in trying to look at like all these like false reports and everything, but he falsified them so well, I guess, or like these people
they couldn't follow the trail.
The second FBI agents that they sent were like kids. They like just got out of college. This is the first thing, and then he would go in there and just be like, oh, so like who do you want to know, because he's been on the board, so he knows all these people who work in in higher places. So he's just like kind of like, oh, what do you want to know about so and so, and like da da da, and just kind of like smooth like perusing everything and like showing off a little bit. But yeah, and then what he would do though he would like people would come and be like, hey, I have X amount of money that I would like to invest, and put it into the market or whatever the fuck. So he would take their money and then not do anything with it. He would just take that shit.
Just
live off that shit. It was so crazy. Like he literally he just took people's dumb money, because his name and his credibility and all this other shit was just like so like pristine, and he was a president
and none
or
of these
chairman.
people saw a return.
Dude,
no, he would just falsify these returns. He'll be like, and it would always be like 8 to 13% everything. He's like, like rarely, maybe at like 9%, 8%, like out of like let's say 2 decades, because some people were there since the 90s, and this didn't end until 2008. Or like 2012 or something like that. I think 2012 is when he got convicted or indicted or whatever the fuck. And yeah, it's just so crazy that they let this white man fucking do all this shit. And it's just like, dude, like you guys came at him, FBI came at him twice, and then couldn't find this 17th floor thing, and like detect that like some shit was going on. But the craziest part is when he went to Europe. And then he started getting all these other banks, these royal families, these people who had billions on billions on billions of dollars, right? So like at any given point, like when the housing market happened, everyone was like, I need my money, like give me my money, and like he didn't have it. He had like maybe like probably like 200 or like 2.5 mil. That like royal families are asking for their like $673 million that they put in or some shit.
Damn.
And like he just did not have
just
it.
Didn't.
And he's like buying yachts and he's like doing all this other shit and like
dude. Yeah, I just read about his scheme, and it's literally he attracts new clients without telling them all that stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get you a good return, you're guaranteed this return. And he takes their money or deposit it into a bank account that he would pay out the other clients that wanted to cash out.
Okay,
so it just goes in a circle.
This is how it was a Ponzi scheme.
And so that's how it was a Ponzi scheme. So he would just like, and so anytime any of the guys that had been invested want to cash out, he would just use new clients and then never intend on investing it. And it would just sit in his bank account. But then
it'd be like a domino effect. Yeah, just like the moment a client needs that money, he'd get a new client. And
but like there was there was they call him the top four or the four. It's like his biggest investors and all this shit. But I'm assuming that they knew what was going on.
Yeah, there had to be some
right. And so like every like let's say like 3-ish months, right? They'll pull out some money. They'll do what they need to do in order to get their first initial investment. But there was this guy, I forget his name, but it was like some tall white guy. Who was like pretty much a co-conspirator. He's the one who he's the one who figured it out first and was like, well then I'm gonna blackmail you. So now you essentially like I own you.
Yeah.
Anytime like the scheme was starting to run out of money when people were like withdrawing too much, he'll just put in, an extra like 200 mil or some shit. The second
guy would.
Yeah. And then he'll just put that in knowing that he's just gonna like every month pull out more than that, knowing that it's just going to save, the business in order to attract more clients.
Right.
And like, dude, I was like, holy shit, dude. Like the level of like conniving thought process and all that, but also the ignorance and stupidity that the government has, to let this happen from like this, like the 80s all the way up to like the 2000s
years, dude.
It's crazy.
Like, scammed people,
billions of dollars, royal families, fucking like foreign investors, like all this shit, dude. That like in itself could have maybe not like done as much damage as the housing crisis,
right?
But it would have been like a third of effect because all these people don't have that money. Imagine the royal family doesn't have their money. Like that's crazy. Like
dude, I didn't realize he had the royal family and everything. Like, that's crazy.
Dude, once he went to like England, or
I guarantee
like
some of those
Europe,
extra princes aren't as smart if they're as dumb as Andrew was.
The guy who, so like he went to like all these banks, right? And all these banks already had their money tied up with like I don't know, like what's the guy? Fucking not Bill Gates. Fucking I forget his name, but he's like one of the big like investors. Hathaway, Berkshire Hathaway.
In what? In his
Does that
Berkshire? So I like Berkshire. I think it is
Berkshire Hathaway.
I don't know. Is it Hathaway?
But whoever that guy who owns it, he had most of these clients' money. But the way that he would attract new clients was he would tell them like, hey, like, put your money into mine, and I won't charge you a single cent on commission. So it's just like that's like unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, how are you making money then? Outside of like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And like like literally like that's like
stock.
What is Berkshire?
Yeah, they're like an investment company or some shit. Yeah. But it's just so fucking crazy to me that like these white collar crimes just happen. Like and I would almost say that it affected way more than what whatever they call the other type of crime just regular crime, you know,
blue collar crime.
Is that what it is? Like when you murder someone or some shit?
I just know white collar and blue collar, but like I don't think they refer to that as
blue collar crime.
They would prefer to murder as capital crime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but like if you even if you just rob someone, right? Like that, robbing someone blind face to face is a little bit differently than being like, trust me, I got you. Don't worry. Look at all these other idiots who fucking give me their money. Yeah, not to call them idiots. They fucking got scammed, and I'm sorry.
It's a scam. But, it's a scam for a reason. It's just like you're taking advantage of people's belief in you. It's a little deeper than robbing someone.
Yeah, he had so much from these people behind him too that can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good for it.
That shit is
honestly, you
crazy.
could argue that the motive behind scamming people out of millions of dollars is more sinister than robbing someone in a singular moment.
For sure. No, you have to be a psychopath. They're like one.
No guilt? Like
not just that, but dude, you got away with it once, right? From the FBI. They let you go. Then next thing you did it twice. Dude, I would be on God mode too. I'd be like, what the fuck you want? Like, hey.
Untouchable.
Yeah, like what you mean? Like, dude, I would be
arm in the FBI.
That's how I would feel. I get him mentally at that point. But like it's like to me it's the shocking like the constant like I guess like government or cops or whatever like authority isn't doing their job properly, right? And it's just like fuck, dude. If that wouldn't have happened, so many people would have been okay. But then you have people who were like supposed to retire at like 60 and then have to work at Walmart now in order just to like fucking maintain. And it's just like fuck, dude. Like that sucks.
We're not all offered stock options with our jobs that keep us happy for the rest of it.
Yeah, and some people put their whole life savings, and even if their life savings were like maybe like $300,000 or whatever, like that's everything they have, and then it's gone, and then now they're just stuck with this mortgage that they still have to pay off for the next 5 years that they can't, and it's just like fuck, dude, that's crazy. But yeah, that shit was fucking insane to watch. But also like, I love watching shit of like crazy people because obviously I'm crazy. And like it's just so much fun to like be like
wild.
it's just like, dude, like at least I'm not that, right? At least I keep it in here, you know. But yeah, have you like? You want to go see the new Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Do you want to spoil it for everyone? So go fuck themselves because I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, dude, Superman does some crazy shit.
Dude, honestly, I love it when like fucking Batman came through and he was just like skirt, and then like, oh wait, that's in Fast and Furious, actually.
Yeah, that's Fast and Furious. Not bad.
yeah,
Yeah, so I saw Fast X, and let me tell you,
Did you watch it for real?
no.
I was gonna say, dude.
Yo, they was fighting aliens.
I was
in
about to
it.
give a crazy plot and just see how believable it was gonna be. And,
Honestly,
you know?
you didn't say anything. They already went.
They
to
went
space.
to space, yo. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
No, like this time there was dinosaurs.
Oh, they went
saying.
back.
They
Oh,
went
they
back.
went
Time
so
travel?
fast.
Yeah, they went
Damn.
so fast that they actually rotated the Earth backwards, and when they got back, it was just like no power, nothing, dinosaurs.
I'd fucking watch that.
Yeah.
Dude, wait. So, if gas is just dinosaur bones melted, right?
That's like crude oil, but yeah, go on.
Oh, okay.
Which turns into gas, but yeah.
Right. So, like, how would they fill up their cars?
So they wouldn't.
Damn, Toretto would find a way. Family,
You know,
dude.
family finds a way.
Dude.
Family finds a way.
Family finds a way, dude. Oh, dude, I need that, dude. I was thinking of getting a live, laugh, love tattoo on my neck.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, for like family, you know.
Yeah. For family.
Yeah. That's dude. Yeah,
that's
that would be fucking sick.
That would work in the Fast universe. Like
That's what I'm-
people
yeah.
getting a live, laugh, love tattoo in the Fast universe is just like people
your
do that
car
every
wrapped
day.
like
That's
that?
the third most gotten tattoo in the Fast universe. But in real life, no, that's a horrible idea.
You don't have any tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos.
What would be your first tattoo, Matt? Do you have?
Well,
any
I know
have
what
any
I want my
tattoos.
first.
Dude, we're all fucking
we're
virgins.
just little needle
Damn, we're
virgins.
hella
I can never
gay.
decide what I want. I want a tattoo. I just don't know what I want, and I don't
See,
know what my.
I
first
actually know what I want. Now it's the second hardest part about it, which actually I think is the
Find the
hardest part
artist.
is finding the fucking artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want.
Do you guys really be looking?
Yeah.
But see, that's why I want to just do something
I
simple, like
don't.
maybe like a Sharks logo. I'm like, anybody can do a Sharks logo.
Yeah.
And like, I
Yeah.
love my Sharks forever. I don't think that'll ever go away. I don't want to like put something on me that I'm going to just hate later.
I'm
But
afraid
I
to put
can't
one of my
see
sports
that.
teams' logos on me because then, like, I mean, most of them never win championships except for
Yeah,
the
well, mine
Warriors
either,
right
but
now.
and they might move away at some point. if
But
they
like,
do
it's like they
Yeah.
move away or they do
But-
something that fucking disgraces me, and it's like that's on me now.
Yeah, having the Oakland A's
See?
tattooed on you,
Yeah,
or
having
Oakland Raiders.
yeah, oof,
That's why I don't do it.
Dude, that's,
Yeah.
that's tough.
dangerous game.
Yeah, no.
It has to be just family names
Yeah.
or something family.
don't even-
But then at that point, it's like, I don't even know if I want that. And then portraits, you got to find someone really good to do a portrait. If you
Yeah.
wanna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some really bad tattoos. And honestly, like that's like one of my aches. Like if you have like a bad tattoo, I'm just like,
Half thought tattoos, like I don't want that because I know it's gonna be there forever.
yeah.
So that's why I've been like I just like I know what I like where I want it and stuff like that, and you really got to think about it. But yeah, it's taken me like fucking 6 years to even think of like what I wanted, and then now it's like actually getting it done.
Dude,
And then
yeah,
putting money
tattoos-
aside because tattoos
also-
are fucking expensive.
Well, there's that, but also like tattoos are like a constant reminder of like how I'm fucking stuck at commitment, you know? Just like, dude, I'd want to change it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'd want it in the same spot, but like I'd want a new one, you know? Like
Yeah.
maybe I want a spider. Maybe
It's
I
like,
want
I don't
this.
like
Maybe I
that
want
one there
you know?
anymore.
Yeah,
Wish I
like
could move this
once,
one here.
once like Elon Elon does a collab with Kim Kardashian for skins,
Oh,
and you
okay.
can like do like a hologram type
Something
shit
like that.
Yeah, like that would be tight where you can like it's skin, but
It's not such an extensive process to remove it. Yeah.
yeah,
Now they
it's
have
not so
those,
permanent.
the temporary ones that are only supposed to last like a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hear some people are like, dude, like it's still not fading. It's been like 2 years.
Oh, that would suck.
So it's like it's supposed to be temporary and it's just not going away.
Well, also like you have
just
to
looks
use
like a
some
skin
sort of real
condition.
ink, right?
Yeah, I guess so, but I guess it's the kind of ink that like it absorbs into the skin after a while, and I guess it's safe to do that. That don't sound.
That don't sound
I don't
safe.
sound like I feel like you're like there's like 3 categories there. It's just like it's temporary, it's safe for the skin, and
You can't
it's like
have
and
all
and
of
the
it.
colors aren't
Yeah.
invasive.
No, I'd rather
and like
just-
it's just like no, like the colors like the color's either gonna stay for a little longer or it's like it's either horrible to go into your bloodstream. And it's one of those is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're getting cancer.
yeah.
But no, I would much rather just get like henna at that point. You know, or like one of those like airbrush ones at Great America.
Do you want a henna live laugh love? I can do that for you.
Dude, that'd be sick. I know someone who does henna like as a job, and I'm like, dude, that's crazy that you do
Probably
that
get
for a
it from
living.
them, but I'd still
Where?
do it for you.
Like
at theme
weddings and like theme parks,
yeah, 'cause
and
it's
like
like
she
a
gets
ceremony
contracted
stuff.
for parties and shit.
that's cool.
But she's white, so it's just like how, you know? I'm like, bro,
cultural
get your money,
appropriation.
girl.
Good.
Don't, yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, dude, honestly, I haven't seen anything else, like nothing. Oh, actually, Blumpkin, not Blumpkin.
Blumpkin.
Oh,
Bupkis.
I watched like the first few episodes of that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Hella funny,
Blumpkin.
dude.
Cast is great, dude. Pesci.
The cast is so fucking well done.
Did you say Joe Pesci is in there?
Yeah, dude. He's the
grandpa.
Oh, grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Damn.
so good. As soon as I saw him in there, I was just like, I gotta watch this for sure. Like, it's gonna be good.
Damn. Pete Davidson attracts a very wide range of people for his crowd that he works with.
I think like I think he's such a good vibe, right? At these like Hollywood parties that like people like gravitate to him, right? So and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to be a part of it?" People were like, "Well, yeah, I just did blow with you. Like, I'm down." You know, like you seem like a good kid. You know,
Yeah.
We just did blow in a non-Hollywood way. Sure, I'll do it.
yeah, you know, and
This
like
is very Staten Island.
like he's just like he's like an anomaly. Like his character, his persona is him. You know, versus
I mean, some of the best people that like people have loved though are just playing themselves. Like Jim Carrey doesn't ever play a different person. Jim Carrey is literally just always himself. He's also like insane, but like so is Pete Davidson. So or something.
yeah, but Pete Davidson, even like if you're King of Staten Island, was a story about him.
Yeah.
You know, this new one, it's literally his life and the things that have gone on. He only does shit where it's like about him. I mean,
Yeah.
he does like cameos in movies and shit.
Right.
But like, yeah, it was crazy. Like
It's like Lil Dicky with a more tuned microscope on it because everyone's
Yeah.
seen what's been going on with Pete Davidson's
the
life
new
past, like,
the
what,
new
4 or
Lil
5
Dicky
years.
episode is so fucking funny.
Just watched it last night.
So funny. The Met Gala one.
Yeah.
dude, so fucking funny. It was so. Did you watch White Man Can't Jump?
Yes,
Dude,
I watched that last night too. I was at Rick's house
Yeah,
and we
dude,
got super lit. We watched Dave and then we watched My Back Can't Jump.
Dude, that's hella fun. I did the opposite. I
Oh, you watched the other one first?
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, Jack Harlow's an ally.
I was just saying, bro, because we watched Dave first. I'm like, what is Jack Harlow just taking over Hulu today?
Damn, you got double dose of Jack Harlow.
Double dose,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, no,
How'd you like White Man?
it was cute.
It was cool, right? But I thought Harlow was not a great actor.
He's not a great. I think like
Everything's like very flowy when he talks.
Yeah,
It's like it's not
he's-
natural.
he's-
There's moments where he gets natural, but then like he's just trying to like flow. It sounds like he's reading lines.
Yeah, no,
Right, it's his
he's
first
he's
movie.
definitely.
Be a
He's
script
like a
of bars,
he's a
got the
rapper.
flow.
He's a rapper. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the first way that like how he read it is how he's gonna do it. You
Yeah.
know, and it wasn't like it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't really remember the plot of White Man Can't Jump, but I'm assuming it's somewhat the same.
It's pretty similar.
I know
but
that there was a
then-
tournament and all
Yeah,
that
but
stuff.
there's definitely different stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, but
it kind of stayed.
It was cool, and also the soundtrack was really good. They had really good music, and yeah, no, it was. I don't know, it was a good movie. And fucking,
I actually liked it, but then I kept telling Rick, I was just like,
like I wanted to not like it.
Harlow's gonna get better at acting, but right now it's not very great. But if you
Yeah.
can get past
He
his
needs to
acting
advance.
But also
skills,
Schultz was in it.
that was hella funny, and he's
Yeah.
like a drug dealer.
Yeah. Also, I don't even know if he got paid. That's a storyline that I need. I need the part
I
two.
didn't realize he was in that movie. I forgot that he talked about he was in that movie until he
Who's
popped
this?
up, and I was like, "What,
Yeah.
Andrew?"
Oh, Andrew Schultz.
Yeah. Dude, nah. Dude, I fucking
Yeah.
He's gonna come out in so many like new shit.
he's gonna
this,
blow up, yeah.
This upcoming year. He's like trying to be an actor or whatever. Which is cool, I guess. You know, if you want to do that.
He's a funny guy.
But yeah, no. And then you're a Tottenham fan. You guys are in 4th place right now, right?
Yeah, right. We're in 8th.
Oh, okay. You guys suck.
They fucking suck.
Shout out
dog.
to the neighbors, fucking blowing up
Just
the scene right now.
blasting it right
Dude,
now.
we
Let's
out here,
go.
dude. Hey, it's it's San Jose. We out here. We really in the streets. We really made it out the mud. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I want you guys to know that shit. You know, we out here.
Bro, they had popcorn at the party too. We smelled that on the way in.
It was crazy.
Ooh, it like filled the air. You could have gone 2 blocks
Next door?
down. You would have still. I
don't know where it
Don't
came
know
from.
where.
It had to be
Like,
from this year, yeah.
Dude, but literally, like it hit so hard, and it was like exactly what like movie theater popcorn tastes like. Or
I felt like a cartoon. I thought we were gonna like.
tasted that shit.
Dude, I was
For
like, dude, why do I taste butter in my mouth right now?
Yeah, like I felt like we were gonna lift up like cartoon characters and like float towards it. It was that thick.
Yeah,
Usually
no,
these
yeah.
guys go hard with like an actual live band, and I don't think we could have recorded with that.
Oh,
Because
it's still
it
kinda early.
shakes
It's
the
still
walls. I know. I hope they don't do that. But
Yeah.
sometimes
This is just the
last time,
warm up
but it's all
DJ. We're
good.
gonna start hearing dun, 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 and stuff like that.
Dude,
as they get drunk.
And then as soon as it hits like 10 p.m., they're gonna be like, let's start raging, and then they pull the guitars out.
That's usually how it happens. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's like once the kids start going to bed, that's when they get louder, and
kids like sleep through that shit.
yeah. That's
Sleep.
fucking crazy.
They're still in the jumper. They're just all passed out. Like
That's why, like, I kind of feel. Never mind.
that was a quick U-turn.
Yeah, nah,
That's a
not
good
right
one.
now. Yeah,
Save that one for later.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the comedy shit. What was I saying earlier? I was telling Christian, I was like, dude, I want a kid, like all this shit. But I like.
Oh, you gonna circle back to this one?
I don't want to have to deal with like a baby mama, I want someone else to like normalize like men just like paying for a surrogate to have a kid and then you raise them, right? Like I think that should be cool. That would be cool, right? I don't want to be the first, but I want someone else to start it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like someone has tried to do that, right?
Right, they have to, right?
I feel like that's been done, but
I
it's
feel like
just
it's
not
way
crazy
harder
often.
for guys, like way harder.
Yeah,
You have to find a lot of people down for that.
but my thing was my hot take, I guess, would be I want to get it. I obviously would love to choose who the mother is, right? But also I know that the mother who I choose isn't mentally like stable enough to hold my child. You know what I mean? Like I want like someone who's a slightly like like a mid. A nice like 5, 6. Who's like has a nice little day job, no stress. And just nice. But I don't think that's appropriate.
Would you rather have a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Girl dad?
Yeah.
Girl dad.
I think that'd be
I see
tight.
you as a girl dad.
Yeah.
I
That'd
see
be
you as a
tight.
girl, really, but like, yeah.
I mean, that'd be sick too. What if I transition later?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that
I'm
would
here for
be
you.
crazy, right?
I'm here for you.
Dude, speaking of transitions, fucking Christian, do you have any fucking hot topics that you want to bring up? Anything cooking in your
Hot
brain?
button
Anything?
issues. Ja Morant.
Oh, John Morant's out here fucking
Ja Morant, man. That's
Dude.
just got to be like, with even with the playoffs going on, and especially with the playoffs going on, everyone's just like, yeah, of course. Everyone's just kind of like, why do you keep fucking up like this?
Dude, it's
Like,
insane.
he's
He's
been
getting
so many second
Also,
chances.
someone broke down his contract, right? And he's getting like every 2
Pass me
weeks, he's getting something upwards of like $200,000, right? Every 2 weeks for the next 5 years.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
you're
That's
a
like
23-year-old kid. Like you can win, lose, draw, fucking break your ankle. You're getting that money. That's guaranteed
but
money.
You got guaranteed money like that is an insane drug.
But at that point, you're just like, oh well, then I just have to be mid for the next 5 years, and I'm good.
But that's the thing is like with as good as he is, it's like he can be making I guess like the incentive behind like there would be like he could make more money. And like you can consistently do that, but
I kind of respect the fact of like him being like, I don't need more. Like,
Yeah.
but he's not
You
like
know?
he's not. But that's
Well,
just
he did-
that's just because he's within his current contract. He didn't renew recently.
He could have made more apparently, right? And there was
Yeah,
he could have
but
made,
the
like
moment-
an extra 40 if he would have made any of the All-Star teams. or-
exactly.
Yeah.
So he just
made
like
none of
literally
the
doesn't give a
NBA
fuck.
team All-Star. All
Does not
Yeah.
give a fuck. He's just like, I don't need it.
And he
Like,
could
for
have made
what?
that extra 40 if he would have just made
Ah.
any of the 3
Yeah,
teams.
which means like he got caught the first time and he still would have made the playoff or the roster
Right.
for the All-Star team, but he did it again, right? But this time on his homies live, which is insane. Also, he was on frame with a gun for like 2 to 3 frames. So like someone clocked that, right? And was like, all right, we went frame by frame. This fool's holding the gun, like all that shit. Like people were crazy trying to like.
It was just for a second. He put
It was
on
like
screen?
literally like 3 or 4 frames.
Wow. I thought he had held it up and stuff like that.
No, like he had.
No,
but
that
it
was
was
the
like
first
this.
time,
The first time he like really had that thing, and then this time he like literally just like had it. His boy like turned to him and then realized what was going on and went down. And then that was it. I was like, oh shit.
But it's like you like at that point like too. Any moment for you to kind of expose that you're doing that,
And if you're
it's just kind of like if you're gonna still be doing it, man, you better be smart about it.
yeah.
Like, fool me once, it's that same thing. Fool us once, shame on you. Fools twice.
Fool me
it's
twice,
kind of-
can't.
so weird.
Yeah.
Why is he playing with
Can't
his
put the
gun? if
blame
he's
on
playing with boys, bro.
But like, what's he doing with a fucking gun? Like, hire people, dog. You're making $200,000 a fucking week. every 2 weeks, your 2 week paycheck is 200 fucking grand. I guarantee there's two dudes out there for $10,000 would be like, yeah, we'll follow you around and make sure no one fucks with you or anything like that. But if it's a matter of him needing to feel powerful or something like that, like, I think this is like a deeper psychological issue that he's gonna deal with. But like, it's just the microscope.
What is everyone saying that he wasn't raised in the streets? You know,
he wasn't. He was raised in private schools.
Yeah.
He's had like development like his entire life.
Yeah. That's
that's why he's such a good basketball player.
Heavily influenced by like the rap community and that whole like the new age rappers where there was flashing around guns and videos and shit like that. Like
But I kind of feel it,
Probably
you
a drill
know,
rap
like
fan.
dude, the amount of times that I've been in a car, you know, bumping music, smoking weed with my boys and lads, you know, or girls,
Lasses.
lassies. That sounds like
the lasses.
not okay to say.
Lads and lasses.
Like, I don't know
It's
why.
definitely old country. That's definitely some like some Wild West.
That sounds worse than harlot. No, harlot's kind of
Harlot means way worse. What are you talking about?
I know, but those are the people in the car.
It just doesn't sound like it
Yeah.
means way worse.
But like I feel them, like dude, like you know, you're just fucking there. And also, did you know that the NBA like is the most lax in like weed like consumption?
yeah, they actually let the players smoke.
Yeah,
they let
weed.
them
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
So why ain't he just doing that?
Like,
Chill out, dog.
Cause dude,
It's just.
I think it's like because everyone like you're like as big of an NBA player as you are, people are gonna like be looking at you. They're gonna know your background too. They're gonna know literally fucking everything.
Yeah.
And so it's just like if you keep putting yourself in the scenarios, like it's ultimately gonna boil back down to the question of like, why are you acting like this when you didn't grow up through this? Why are you putting yourself into what like some people consider a traumatic situation for themselves? Why are you putting Why are you putting yourself into that situation and just being like, I'm a rich guy with a gun?
yeah, but
And like
you know,
expecting like people to see him as like a struggled person. It's just like, bro, you're struggled. You got struggled mentally with like how you deal with your fucking money.
yeah. Well, my thing is, I think we all kind of want to be hood famous, right? Mm-hmm. Like we all have hoop dreams, but we want to be like good in our hood, right? And be like, all right, this is like where we're at. Like people know me, they respect me, they're afraid of me somewhat, right? And then like, and yeah, I feel like that's what he's at, right? He's like, I'm 23, I'm finally a man, right? He's like, but you're 23, you know, but you are making millions of dollars. You're feeding families, you know, because you're paying managers, you're paying this, you're feeding families, and I understand that. But like, dude, just fucking, you would have made X amount more if you just like had it on your lap, you know.
Yep.
And it's just like, and also, you know, it just sucks that the conversation that we're having is like, why don't you care about the money that we're giving you?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the conversation. It's not like, oh, okay, well, like he's in a state that you can hold and you can carry and you can do all these things. That's not the conversation we're having. It's the you know, or also like we don't know how he feels now, you know, like maybe he did get robbed, maybe he did get, you know, and those are like he can't say anything now because like now the Crips are gonna do some more shit or like whatever the fuck happens. I don't fucking know, but those are like the street stories that happens, you know, and like we're not privy to everything, you know. True. But I don't fucking know, but.
Yeah, I don't want to like put too much judgment on him because I know there's got to be something too.
Like the thing for me is like I'm scared to see someone with that much talent just kind of like go down like that and just like and if it's something like that's eating at him like I hope he can get like away from whatever situation it is.
Yeah.
Like ultimately I would rather like whenever he talks shit on the court and stuff like that, it's annoying and stuff like that, but it's fun to see, you know.
Right.
It's all part of like that machine that is the NBA, and like I guess coming out of it and like seeing like this realer side of it, people are realizing it's just like, okay, are you trying to be this? Are you actually damaged? Everyone's just like the questions just kind of come out from it.
I think the one thing that people aren't like, the one comparison that I think people don't want to say, but it's like it's the comparison is, don't Aaron Hernandez your career right now. Like you being all gang trying to like blah 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 like is gonna get you killed.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like whether it's the gun that you're flashing, so now people are like, oh, if we rob him, we actually have to bring a gun because now he's carrying it.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that energy that you're putting out there.
You're implicating yourself.
Right. And literally like it's that's why you know, my mom used to always say like, yeah, I know you're a good kid, but it's the people around you, right? And it's just like, I know you're not the one who's out here fucking gang banging or anything like that, but the people around you are, and if that's the case, then like no one one knows how to hold these guns. They're just spraying, you know, like God forbid something happens, you know. And like those are the conversations. It's like, I know I'm the skater kid. I'm the white kid. I get that. But you know, you never know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like those. Yeah, I think that's the conversation that people are wanting to say, or like are talking, but they use money.
Yeah.
To be the crutch,
Yeah.
right? Where it's just like we just don't want you to die. But like look at all the money that you can have, which just provides like financial freedom and like, you know,
right.
You can do X, Y, and Z. But yeah, that fucking crazy. It's like, and he's 23, dude.
Yeah.
I'm 26. If I was 23 and I was making millions of dollars, dude, suck my
Making some
dick,
stupid
dude.
decisions, right?
Suck my dick. I'm out here, dude.
Super
Like,
so bad.
yeah, and especially like the more you egg me on, the more I'm gonna do it. Maybe he has the same personality as I do too. You know, the more you tell me no, the more I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck you guys. What you mean? Like I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'll show you how good I am until I'm not. You know, and that's what's unfortunately gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I mean, outside of like John Morant, fucking Warriors fucking are out. The Heat are making it, right?
The Heat. Well, no, the Heat just they went up 2-0 on the Celtics.
On the Celtics,
they won
right?
2 games in Boston, which was sick.
Lakers are down to.
Lakers are down 3-0
Oh, 3?
now. They
Yeah.
lost again today.
I was gonna say, did it already
Against the
happen?
Nugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's gonna be Denver and the Heat prediction.
I want it to be. Yeah, I'm open for Denver and the Heat.
Yeah, that would
Dude,
be
Jimmy
that would-
Butler's a savage. in
Yeah,
the
Jimmy
playoffs, bro.
Bucket's my guy.
Yeah, that would be cool. My coworker, he's a Heat fan, which is so weird to me.
Did he become a fan like during the whole LeBron dynasty stuff?
I think
or,
it was like
Wade.
prior to that. He's a little
okay.
bit older, so it was like
Okay.
D Wade.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But I think definitely when LeBron pulled up, there was more of a
Bosh Wade and
Yeah.
yeah that era. And then what's his name? Allen, Jared Allen? No,
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Who's Jared Allen? Like a football player, right?
yeah.
Well, there's Josh Allen, Jared Allen. I think is a different football player.
I think yeah.
You're just putting names together.
No, Jared Allen is probably his brother or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I don't even sports, dude. I'm just talking shit and talking out of my ass like I usually do. But yeah, speaking of
sports is depressing right now.
well, your team suck. I'm a Wolves fan, so. Also, Chivas is out here. We fucking lost against America. You guys fucking suck, you pieces of shit. Fucking get your shit together, you fucking assholes. What the fuck? We can't lose against America in the semifinals, dude. That's like our arch rival, dude. Also, it's so. I was watching the game and I was like, I don't know if I'm racist.
You are.
Because like I'm a Chivas fan through and through. Shout out Guadalajara, we out here. But fucking their whole motto is we're only getting Mexican players. Only Mexican people in the office. Oh, you know, and it's like I don't know if that's nationalism or if that's like a big like fuck you guys to like everyone else. But we need everyone else now. Like we
Yeah, I
it's
think
not,
yeah,
like,
and
we
that's a
need-
weird nationalistic take, and it's just kind of
Yeah.
like I get like you're the team of Mexico, but it's
Yeah.
just like Mexico also has a team,
That's yeah. But you know, like
and
that's
like the further along that that soccer advances, football advances, and stuff like that, the more they're gonna just start shipping these kids out somewhere else, and then like bringing people in to get people to watch their own.
well,
league.
that's what like Chivas is pretty much is a funnel to go to Europe.
right.
But what's going on now is with the Mexican league losing money due to, I mean, they just made a couple million just because of Peacock. They bought the rights to everything.
Right.
But yeah, like if it wasn't because of that, like more players would be inclined to go to Europe in order to get a bigger bag, even for less playing time. And like if you look, I mean, the U.S. tried to do it with Leeds, right? They sent fucking
They had
Tyler Adams.
I forget what the coach's name was, but Tyler Adams, Wes McKinney, and Brandon Aronson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just so they can get like kind of like that chemistry going and everything.
Right.
And now they're relegated.
Yeah.
Right. So
What
it's
the
just like,
shit.
dude, we're this next World Cup. I think the team that you're gonna watch the most, who's hosting it, is Canada.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like
Canada's hosting it? This next one?
it's Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
Oh, North Lake America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
also,
Yeah, it's sick. It like there's all the stadiums that they're playing at. Like
That's fucking
there's a
dope,
couple of fire.
San
ass
Francisco
stadiums.
Bay Area is on that list.
I was going
What's
to
good,
say, that'd be
guys?
cool. We
San
should
Francisco,
definitely check
Santa
that
Clara.
out.
Huh? San Francisco Bay Area?
Oh, it's going to be Levi, huh?
Levi Stadium.
That's
I'll
way
do
cool.
one at a Via. That shit would be tight.
A Via?
Fit it.
What the
Squeeze
fuck?
them in there,
What?
dude.
Who? The fucking national, the U13 teams? Like,
Give me Denmark versus
Dude.
I don't even know.
I haven't been to Hawaii yet.
Lithuania.
Have you?
I've been there, but it was for a watch party.
Oh,
What,
okay.
was Sharks watch party? I was there for a Sharks watch party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the stadium. I don't know how big it is or anything.
It's a pretty dope like size stadium.
Cool
It's
little spot.
It's like it's a nice. Honestly, I want to go to more sharks, more
Earthquake.
earthquake skins.
Yeah,
I
me
was gonna
too.
say Warriors.
What fucking team?
Whoever the fuck is playing.
to all
I'll go to all of them, dude. Fucking sell me them.
You want to do some sports games?
Dude, I want a sports, dude. Watch, I'm gonna have patches the next time you guys come, dude. I'm gonna
I
have
know you
all
got
the-
your freaking letter.
You're gonna have a bunch of Oakland
Yeah,
patches?
you know, just
varsity lettering.
fucking- Yeah, varsity Letterman. Although I have no patches,
You look like you just came from like Slytherin Quidditch practice.
dude. Team Slytherin, we out here, dog.
Not the dope bomb.
But what fucking house would you be, you asshole?
The Slytherin.
Yeah, you fucking snake, you conniving asshole. You fucking
Gonna say
mean
it.
person.
I'm bougie.
You fucking
You know, I like bougie
I always
things.
considered myself a
I'm fancy.
Gryffindor as a kid, but I don't know if I'd speak Gryffindor as an adult.
Really?
I get a Ravenclaw
know why.
vibe from you. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
something like
I don't make these judgments. I'm not the Sorting Hat, but
That's just how
I can
feel.
see you in Gryffindor.
I don't know why. I just liked Gryffindor the most.
Yeah.
in the books.
No, but I can see
main
that.
character syndrome ass motherfucker.
Right?
What the movie's about
Probably what it
him.
is. Probably what it is. Middle child over
Is that
here.
really what that like what people think? I mean, that
I mean,
makes sense. I guess the whole
We're
movie
the
based
heroes
on
of the
them.
movie.
That's what it felt like. I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Dude, I watched this one video. Speaking of like soccer and fucking Harry Potter, these like Irish dudes were at the pub, but there was no soccer being played that night or something. So they had the Harry Potter playing, and there's this old guy just watching, like at the bar, just watching it and blah blah blah. And these two guys are like recording him, and then next thing you know, like something happens on the screen
It's
where it's
the
like.
end of the first movie where they award Gryffindor the win.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, all you see is the old guy just go,
He's fucking hyped.
he's so hyped. And then, like, yeah, the two guys just start busting out laughing. But it's, like, so adorable to watch. Like, it's the most
That's
wholesome
so
shit
dope.
ever.
He's just at a bar watching Harry Potter, and the moment
Probably
it
for the
gets
first
end,
time, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
he's
this
probably
is
like-
like he was there. He was already there before it started.
like, they did it. They
They're like, I
fucking
hope they
did
don't
it.
change it. And then as soon as it ends, he's just like, yeah, Gryffindor.
Like, yeah, it was so fucking, oh, it was so
sweet.
sweet.
That's
Oh, man. But I don't really have much else to say outside of you guys can catch me June 11th in Sacramento. I don't actually know the location of the place that I'm playing at, but shout out Lex and shout out Meraki out there. I'll be out there, hopefully, you know, moving and grooving. So hit me up for the after hours. And then a week later, I'm gonna be on the 18th at Noit. Back in San Jose with We Groove, so that's gonna be fucking sick. There's a bunch of people on that. Kenny is who's been a guest is gonna be on that, and a bunch of other people who I kind of forget their names, so sorry. But yeah, catch me there. I'm probably gonna open because the lineup is actually kind of stacked, and I'm trash compared to most of them. So you know, don't be surprised. Catch me,
it.
yeah, catch me there at like 9 or 10, you know. But I'll be there opening duties. I don't give a fuck, and catch me at the afters after that. And then what else we got? Christian?
I'll be. You can catch me running naked through Golden Gate Park sometimes,
Bah.
or that's that like if that little dark corner of your room there. If you feel like someone's staying in there, that's me.
Nice.
Oh, and sometimes I'm your sleep paralysis demon, but also if you just know that if I am your sleep paralysis demon, I don't want to be there either.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then also, if you are inspiring event planner, someone who's a DJ who wants to kind of like start doing their own shit and blah, 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 like hit me up. I'm looking for help for the event coordinating side of everything. Mainly because I feel like I am best utilized in other stuff. And also I don't have the mental bandwidth for everything. So if you want to be a part of Meraki and you like feel like you can actually like help and want to do something dope, let me know. You have all the support in the world with us, everyone out in SAC as well. So it would be really cool and really easy, and it's not like you're just starting fresh. You're
work with us.
Doing something dope. And yeah, I would personally prefer more females, because we're just a bunch of dudes doing dude things.
We have no aesthetic view whatsoever.
Yeah, we need you guys, so hit me up. That would be really fun. That would be really cool. We have a bunch of cool guests coming up. We also have another episode for Patreon, so stay tuned for that one. And then fucking Cristian, do you want to give them your socials?
You can catch me on Instagram at Jellyy Music, and I am also the same handle on the Brain Dead Bird app, which are the only two things I use right now.
I don't even know what that app is.
Huh?
Brain Dead?
Brain Dead Bird app?
Yeah.
It's Twitter.
Oh, shout out Twitter.
Brain Dead Bird app.
That makes sense. I was like, what the fuck? I'm so out of the loop.
It's fun to be on there. Chaos is fun to watch sometimes.
Chaos? Dude, I love chaos.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Chaotic
speaking
energy.
of chaos, you guys can go and find everything, or catch me, find me, see where I'm going to be at George.Daniel __. You can get all your Meraki information at Meraki.Bay Area. You can see all the Meraki Sacramento stuff with all Lex and all the girls out there. Also, the girls are fucking killing it, dude. All of them individually are fucking destroying everything, and they're fucking...
They be everywhere.
Dude, it's fucking so sick, and I'm like hyped to see. It's cool to see a whole city kind of like support the whole women thing. It is a smaller town, but it's still huge.
It's so like it's sick to see how just like fast they move around and all that. Like they have so many different venues that they're working with. It's like it's awesome to see their expansion.
Yeah, it's definitely inspiring, especially being lazy pieces of shit that we haven't done anything out here. But
working on our brains.
But we're fucking trying and we're doing it. So shout out to everyone in Sacramento. You can go get them at merakisac.events. And yeah, outside of that, Matt, anything?
I mean, if you want to hit me up, if you guys want to do any podcast stuff, we have, open spots in the studio. If you guys want to hit me up and try it out, we can work something out. But yeah, Matthew.Talbot on Instagram. But yeah.
Dope. Just remember, everyone, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us out in the algorithm. We fucking love you, and peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Dope.
Penis.